Hey there. The day before New Year's Eve, just a couple months ago, I decided to play tennis, and I had not played tennis in years. And the next morning, I could barely move. I forgot that I had herniated discs and bulging discs and things like that. But getting from A to B, standing up and moving my body was extremely painful. So it's New Year's Eve the next day, and I want to have fun and I want to dance. So I took some Tylenol and it took the edge off. I still had the pain. So then I decided to try the CBD, and I took 3 dropperfuls of this CBD, and it also took the edge off. It didn't make it go away completely, but it took the edge off so that I could dance. Well, hey everyone, today is episode 44, The Real Truth About CBD. So if you want to know whether this is just today's new snake oil or if there's really some major benefits to CBD, then this show is for you. If you want to know which ones to pick, how it works, what's happening in the body, why it works, then this show is for you too. Our guest is a hypnotist. He formulated HempIOS. I call him the Mad Scientist. He is an herbalist, and we are going to learn so many different cool things today during the show. Don, I am so excited that you are part of our show today, and you're going to share your brilliance and all the things that you have created, because I know you've created CBD for anti-aging, for anxiety, for pain relief, sleep. So welcome to the show, Don Spencer.
Well, thank you, Randy Light, and welcome to being here with me and everybody else. Good to see you. How are you?
I'm good, and I love your thing in the background that says CBD.
That's a new flag that I had made that goes out of my canopy when I do these big farmer markets, so people can see me through all the masses of other tents that are hanging out there.
Well, that's awesome. So you guys, if you are here, I want to welcome everybody to my Facebook Live show, The Randy Light Experience. And if you're new for the first time, welcome. If you're old, welcome back. But if you are new, you're probably wondering what's going to happen today and who I am and things like that. So let me just answer a couple questions real quickly. My name is Randy Light, and I am a peak performance coach. I'm a hypnosis instructor and a healer. And for the past 11 years, I have hypnotized thousands of children and adults to overcome everything, really, you name it pretty much. When you work with the subconscious mind, real change can take place, and you'll find out how CBD can influence and supplement that. But I'm also the creator of the Essential Four. It's a system to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And I wrote the book too, but I use it with almost every single client to help them be their best version of themselves, so that you can overcome anxiety, feelings of anxiety and depression and insomnia, as well as pain relief and all these wonderful things. Well, this is called the Randy Light Experience. And the reason it's called that is because you will always have some kind of experience. You'll learn great knowledge and insight into the mind and the body, but you will also get to have some type of hypnotic meditation experience. So that will happen later on today. So also, we want to know that you're here, so you can send some of those bubbles, the love bubbles, the light bubbles across the screen. So it's not just my hand flowing across the screen. Let us know you're here. Say hello, and let other people know. If you know they've been curious about CBD, let them know as well. Say hello, please. Oh, good. We got a couple people who already are interesting and saying things. Anita, I'm so glad you're here. Sounds interesting. Mary says, curious. Welcome to the show, you guys. I'm so glad you guys are here. Please continue to say something so that if you have questions, you can get the answers. So I think that's it. Oh yeah, but if you're listening to this recording live or right now, whether you're not listening to it live, if you're listening to the recording, you can still do the same thing. Please say hello, send some of the bubbles, and tell us, ask questions, and you'll get answers. So yay. Okay, you guys. Don, who I lovingly call the Mad Scientist. I'm so glad that you're going to do this. And I think we need to start with what is CBD, because I'm getting slow now. Sorry, you guys. Sometimes internet does weird things. What is CBD? What does it stand for? What is it?
Well, CBD stands for cannabidiol, and so people and pets, we have this thing called the endocannabinoid system. And so what I discovered about 3 years ago in my clinic, one day somebody came in and asked me about CBD for pain and stress, and I know nothing about it. I know about THC. It's a psychoactive part of the cannabis plant that makes you stoned. But CBD, I wasn't familiar with. 3 years ago, it was still in its very infant state. So I began to research it, and I discovered that endocannabinoid is something that we all have, and that we need certain things like cannabinoids in order to have homeostasis or have balance in our overall system. So it's a supplement that our body needs that we don't produce enough of. So when I found out what cannabidiol was, I began to use that myself, and then I began to run clinical trials with clients in my office. I loved what it did for them. It helped reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and from there, from those results, I began to simply just formulate my own products based on the needs of my clients. And I'll tell you what, today it's still a pretty young profession. I mean, there's a lot of changes going on, with the new farm bill that took place, especially back in January. So, I mean, it's a market that's just literally has exploded. So CBD, cannabidiol is something that is a supplement that our body needs. And when we use it, we just seem to get better naturally without any side effects.
Well, one of my favorite things that I heard you say, and I want to highlight right now, is that you called it a supplement, like a vitamin or mineral. It's a supplement. So a lot of people have been thinking and hearing about it for anxiety and for insomnia and things like that, and pain. But you're saying something to do with a supplement. So I know you kind of touched on it, but will you touch on why you think it's so important in the health besides homeostasis, which is wonderful? I mean, if you're inflamed, can it bring that back to homeostasis too?
Yeah, but there's a number of factors, and for me, I do currently 3-4 markets a week where I go out and talk to people, and about the product. So I probably talk to anywhere between 500 and 1,000 people a week.
Wow.
Last Saturday I probably talked to 2,000 people just in one day. It was a large market where we had about 40,000 people. So, I look at it as a supplement. For example, if you live up north and you don't get enough sunshine, you're going to be taking vitamin D. You need that to help your skin to be healthy, correct? If you're low on energy, maybe you need vitamin B, B6, B complex, maybe you need iron. Whatever it is that you need, it's a supplement that your body just absolutely needs. And so when they discovered the endocannabinoid system, they discovered also that some people suffer from what's called endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome. And that simply means that you need cannabinoids in order to have homeostasis, in order to feel good again. So stress, anxiety, pain, inflammation, for the majority of people, when they simply add CBD into their diet every single day, they just start getting better naturally from stress, anxiety. The stress, provoking incidences in their life still remain, but the way that your body experiences that is different. So, for example, stress and anxiety, people normally, they express the feeling in their chest or in their head, right? You're a therapist. So that's how they usually experience that. So what CBD does, it changes the way the body is responding to that. So instead of having like this pounding feeling in our chest, that's gone. We can handle that problem naturally without our body being overwhelmed by the sensation. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. So, I mean, so if somebody's taking it for anxiety, is it like an instant relaxation? Almost like you drank a tea?
And that's the thing. It's different for everybody. Everybody's is going to be completely different. So and within the CBD, and we'll get into that. You have different types. You have an isolated, you have a full spectrum, you have a broad spectrum, and then you've got things like pure cannabis. We'll talk about that. One of my favorite subjects, by the way. I have jars just surrounding me.
Because you live in California where it's okay.
Because I live in California. If you do not live in a cannabis-friendly state, then cry. Take one of my classes and and go home happy. Where was I? You got me all sidetracked with all that.
I didn't get you sidetracked. You got sidetracked into something that is an important thing that we do need to talk about.
Yeah.
And that's the different types of CBD that are out there. There's so many different types. Not only do you make different types, but I mean, why don't you talk about this full spectrum versus isolate and all the different things, because that's where you were going.
Let's go with that. We're talking about, how people respond. And if you had a twin, right, you both may respond exactly the same. You may respond differently because you have other factors. You have your overall health, you have your diet, you have genetics. So there's different, environmental factors that may influence the way that CBD works for you specifically. And then there's some people that CBD just doesn't work for. And that's just the way it is, but it's the same thing with any kind of supplement that's out there on the market. Not everything is going to work for everybody. But what I've found is that, for example, the majority of people that I deal with, use CBD for either stress, which is, it's kind of like a word that covers, a lot of different, conditions, and pain, inflammation. Inflammation is a big one. Back pain, sciatica, scoliosis, fibromyalgia. I mean, you have all these different things that people have, related to pain. And CBD can play a huge role in reducing inflammation, because when you have pain in the body, that means you have inflammation going on somewhere internally. So when you take CBD, for example, as a tincture, internally, it's transported throughout your body through what we call the CBD 1 and 2 receptors, and which feeds either your brain or the rest of your bodily systems. And it reduces the inflammation throughout your body. So people that have arthritis, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, rheumatoid arthritis, and I've had people that come to my booth, and they're just, arthritis is so bad they're like that. And you've seen people like that. So when people begin to use CBD, I've had some folks that within 10 minutes, using like maybe the 1,000 or the 1,500 milligram, all of a sudden the pain that's in their body is absolutely completely gone. I mean, for some people it works that quickly. And I call that the exception and not the rule. The exception is that there are some people out there that, man, just like that. And so because I'm a hypnotist, I never tell people that when I'm talking to them, because I don't want people to think, well, is it psychosomatic, right? So you can do the same thing with an animal who doesn't understand what you're saying. And if you're getting the same benefits, and we know it's not psychosomatic, but everybody that begins to use a product, I have them do the same thing for the first 2 weeks, use a product exactly the same way. And then you can determine at the end of 2 weeks, if you're feeling better, keep using the same dosage, or you can adjust your dose up and down depending on how you feel after you get a baseline for 2 weeks of usage.
Well, I mean, I want to say hi to Kathy. Welcome, Kathy. Kathy Cook has joined us. You guys, so, what's interesting, Don, is I wasn't going to mess around. It was New Year's Eve. There was a dance party happening, and I wanted to dance. So I was like, I'm going to take 3 dropperfuls instead of half a dropperful or a full dropperful. Is that okay if somebody's having an acute thing to just go for taking a couple dropperfuls for most people?
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. For example, for myself, I have, years ago, I ruptured 3 discs in my lower back. So as a result of that, and that was 30 odd years ago, as a result of that, my back will never be 100% perfect. I looked into stem cells, and that can help. And my doc said, yeah, you don't need that. He said, because whatever you're doing now, keep doing that because you're doing good. So I use a regimen every day of 1,000 milligrams CBD. I use this one here myself. That's their quantum one.
What's in that one? I don't use that one. Well, that's probably got the THC in it, doesn't it?
No, that doesn't, but that one does.
Well, okay, so Kathy just mentioned that Can you hear me? So, Don, are you still there? Are we frozen? Okay, you're there. So Kathy says she uses CBD oil for cancer, and Peggy, hi Peggy, is asking about blood pressure. So if you could talk a little bit about both of those, that would be awesome.
CBD and THC both are excellent for cancer because what they do, it's called apoptosis, and so that means they attack and they eat up, basically they eat up the cancer cells. So THC does that. CBD also does that. They actually have a protocol for people with cancer, and it's called the Rick Simpson protocol, and that's basically it's a 90-day regimen where you're dosing yourself with super concentration of THC, starting with about the size of a grain of rice and working your way up to a gram a day, 2 or 3 times a day for 90 days. And through that protocol, he says he's healed over 5,000 people. So super concentration is pretty good. I make that here. Don't lick the spatula because you get really, really stoned.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if Kathy, was just saying that's what she uses, so the cancer didn't grow. But I mean, then are you, how stoned are you, and can you? I mean,
well, if she's just using CBD, you're not going to get stoned because CBD is non-psychoactive, and so a lot of individuals who don't want THC, they will use just a high CBD, which is what this is. This product here, that's a very high CBD cannabis strain. And so what I did with that is, I added this one. It's 1,000 milligrams of CBD and 20% THC. So for people who need a little bit more than just CBD, that need a little bit of THC, that's the way to go.
Well, who needs that?
People who need that are the ones who are not getting results from CBD.
Okay.
I tell people, I always tell people, if the products that we have is not helping your condition, stress, anxiety, pain, whatever, then I say, then let's talk about THC, because THC will definitely do that. But there's still a caveat on that because, my background, being a clinical hypnotherapist for 35 years, I'm always asking people the big question: what's driving the pain? What's driving the anxiety? What's driving the stress? How is your diet? If your body is full of inflammation, are you still eating really crummy food that's, causing the, inflammation throughout your body? So, maybe we have to look at our food source. Maybe we have to get rid of dairy, milk, whatever, food is out there. Processed food is causing inflammation. We have to eliminate everything in order to and start new. So for some people, it's a big step. But the first step for most people, CBD is easy to use. They can take that and that will help it. And then from there, if I can get an individual to do an overall wellness program, it'll be life transformative for people. But
okay.
People
so both you and I are hypnotists, and we work with all of this with anxiety and depression, and and pain relief, and with really high success rates, because hypnosis makes change in the subconscious and reduces the stress and inflammation, as well as CBD. So you combine them, right? So it's like you're coming in it from all angles, including the diet as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm very holistic in my approach when I work with people. Yeah.
Awesome.
You need to be. I think that's a responsible way to do it. If I just say, here, just take this, you're going to get better, and they don't, then, I'm being a little bit irresponsible. And so I like to ask the big questions, and, maybe they'll buy it, maybe they won't. It's not as important as this, what can I do to help you to get better? Whatever that takes, whatever tools that I have at my disposal. I've been doing wellness consulting for, the majority of my lifetime, even before I was doing hypnotherapy. So that's just a natural extension of who I am and what I do, and, if you go into my kitchen, you see my kitchen is like a giant laboratory, cupboards full of, herbs and, and you name it, I've got it in there. And if it's not there, I'm going to get it and I'm going to formulate something to make somebody feel better. Yeah. Okay.
We have a million questions. Okay. Not quite a million, but let's discuss the blood pressure issue. And then there's another question from Mary. So do you notice it as a general supplement? We froze. Are you back?
I'm here.
You're here? Well,
I'm here.
sort of. Okay, you're back. So what about for blood pressure?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not going to hurt. The way CBD works, when you are more relaxed and calm and comfortable, your blood pressure is going to come down naturally anyway. So with CBD, when you begin to use that, it helps to regulate your hormones. It helps you to relax and become more comfortable. At the same time, I'm gonna go right back to, let's take a look at your diet. What are you doing? What are you doing to yourself? What do we need to change? Because CBD, for all the wonders that it is, it's not the magic pill that cures everything. That's why I call it a supplement. It's a supplement that you need. That is it's a real, smart step to do for everybody, because we have the endocannabinoid system, so everybody can benefit from using it. And that's why we do so well, because our customers, they come back over and over and over again because they need it. But being here in California, I tell people, if you live here in California, grow your own medicine. And so if you live in a friendly state out there, grow your own medicine. If you live in a friendly state, don't get caught.
So, okay, so Mary said she wants to know, and this is the question that I get all the time, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you say, because I know what I say about it. But Mary's wondering if it was safe to take with medications for anxiety and depression.
Yeah, I get that question a lot, and I'm always going to ask, what are the meds that you're taking? What are you using it for? And there again, I go back to my clinical part. It's like, what's driving the anxiety and the depression? So if anybody taking medication, I always say, if you're going to use that, take CBD 2 to 3 hours in between. Don't take them at the same time, but take a 2 or 3 hour gap between taking that and any kind of medication that you're on. Yeah, but you'd probably be pleasantly surprised by using CBD that most of the people that I am associated with, they throw away their medications. They begin going on CBD because that has just turned their life, upside down. That they get rid of all their medications and they're just using CBD. There again, if you're working with a physician, I have to say this because talk to your physician. If your physician doesn't know anything about CBD or THC, then find a different doc. Find somebody who does. That's what I say.
So
knowledgeable, or research. Take don't throw your power away to the pharmaceuticals and the doctors. Research, learn, study, become a student of health, and you'll make these decisions naturally on your own.
So, which is so true. Like, it's time to take your power back and do the research and figure out how to add really good things to your body, no matter what's going on, including hypnosis, which we're going to do in a few minutes. But so I remember asking you about terpenes and full spectrum and broad spectrum, and you made a 1,500 milligrams. So I sell a lot of the 1,000 milligram. And then I was asking you all this, and you're like, oh, I made this 1,500 with extra terpenes in it. And so I got it. And one of my customers, she said she got off all her sleep meds.
Oh, nice.
From taking the 1,500. She said she takes 2 dropperfuls and she got off her sleep meds, which is a huge thing. And that didn't even have your special sleep one, because we have that special sleep one. It doesn't have as much CBD in it, but so that is super cool. So tell us more about the terpenes and the things you added, because it seems like we need to know.
We need to know. Let me pull up a handy dandy little chart here.
Okay.
I have a handy dandy little chart. But look at this handy dandy little chart. Full of terpenes, right? You see that chart there?
Well, we see the circle. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, right.
And we see a green area.
Yeah, so the terpenes, cannabis has different terpenes. All plants have terpenes. They have different flavors and different aromas, right? Like a strawberry or a rose, you love the smell of roses and plants. They make you feel good. Well, cannabis is the same way. It has all these different scents and has all these different properties, like you have, carotenoids, which are for inflammation. You've got limonol, you've got myrcene. So you have all these different terpenes that that are indigenous to the plant that helps to reduce inflammation, pain, relaxation, or different properties, or just, the smell of it makes you feel good. For example, here, I grow cannabis, year round. It's not because I use it, it's because I love the smell of the plant growing. It just makes me feel good. It's just something about the scent of that it puts a smile on my face. So, and that's how terpenes work. That's how different scents work, and how those properties work synergistically together inside, a formula, because our body recognizes these different qualities and it responds appropriately to that. So that's what I've added into that. So when you talk about isolate, full spectrum, or broad spectrum, which brings us to, I think, it's a natural segue. Your pure CBD isolate, which is something like, I'll show you here. And in the CBD world, I mean, the interesting thing is, so that's 1 gram. Kind of looks like cocaine, but it's not.
Okay, thank you.
Well, there's a lot of people look at it and go, that looks familiar, but it's not. So the pure isolate is a white powder, and then you also have distillate, and then you have full spectrum and broad spectrum. The difference is simple. CBD is great for a lot of people for a lot of conditions, and it works fantastic. Some people benefit more if they have a broad spectrum or a full spectrum, and the only difference is that with the full spectrum, you have the entire plant source in there. With that, you're also going to have an amount of THC, like 0.03% is what is legally allowed in the United States for CBD products, hemp products, that you can buy over the counter or online. If it gets over that, then you're into THC, and that's a whole different ball of wax. And then you're into, depending on what state you live in, on the regulations for THC. So that's the difference between them, is that some people benefit greater from a full spectrum or broad spectrum means is that what we do is we add more terpenes back into the CBD, the raw material, in order to provide specific effects for the body and for the mind, for overall relaxation or pain or whatever we're trying to address. Does that make sense to you? So double. Oh, we disappeared.
Apparently, when I get excited, the electricity does something.
For me, what I'll tell you, to be honest, I mean, in 3 years, I've seen, what this industry has done. It's gone from, 3 years ago is virtually unknown to today, the market has just exploded. So with a lot of the CBD products that are coming onto the market now, you have to be very, very careful about that, because there's a lot of products that are coming from China, and even some products that are made here in the United States, that the product is laced with lead, heavy metals, and different, toxins. So you have to be very, very careful about how you source it. What we do, we source everything organic, from organic, farms. And then we have everything lab tested. I have everything lab tested before I even purchase the raw material, to make sure that everything is organic. There's no toxicity. There's no heavy metals. There's no lead. There's nothing in it. So it's just the pure CBD. And then once I get it, then I take and I make it into different formulas. So I formulate it into the different, 350 milligrams, 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams, our magical healing cream or our Miracle Maximus or whatever, product that I'm using. Yeah, the Miracle Maximus. And after I do that, then I take them back to the lab once again and have the lab tested one more time, so I can have a third-party testing on every product that I have. And why that's important is that I have our products in retail stores across the country. And in order to get our products in retail stores, they have to have two things. One, they have to have COAs, which are certificates of analysis, done through a third-party testing, which states that, yes, this product has what you say is in there. Yes, this product has what you say.
Wait,
So we're completely insured. Our business is completely. Pardon me?
No, we're just freezing now and again.
Oh. So yeah, so we also carry insurance because our retail customers, they need us to be completely insured. So we have product liability on everything that, covers us for, whatever might be out there. You never know. We live in a crazy world. But, we just do everything legal and above board so that everything is third party tested lab, results. And we have insurance to cover ourselves and all of our products so that we can, walk into any store in America and put our products on the shelf. And that's what's important for us as we continue to grow.
And I do have to say that Don has created one for dogs and cats, and so your animals. And I have a customer who gives it because their dog barks a lot, and they've come back for more. So it's working. So, and for pain relief and anxiety for those animals, it's a great thing. And there's also, the sleep one. This one has specific herbs, so I do have to mention that this has specific herbs for sleep and the CBD. So that's a nice benefit. And when I travel, that and my hypnosis audio recording is like a lifesaver together. I feel so good.
Yeah, one of the neat things when people buy my product online or they buy it at one of our markets is I give everybody a card and I give everybody a freebie. So what that means is I have an ebook that I wrote called The 8 Dynamic Principles of Conscious Living Through Self-Hypnosis. So it's like eight chapters in there. It's a little workbook that they can go through and help to understand how the mind works and hopefully help them to reframe their lifestyle. And then there's 2 audio programs that they can listen to that will teach their mind and body how to relax. So it's kind of a bonus I give to everybody because I want everybody to be happy.
Yes. And so the dog lovers, my friend Cheryl, hi Cheryl, she needs it for her dog. I know we had bad storms like tornado warnings yesterday here. And Anita, yeah, she said she used it when they flew over the ocean. It was amazing. So that is so good to hear. And greetings from Sweden, Margarita, I think that's how I say it. Hi, welcome. And let's see, how do I get that off of there? Okay. All right, you guys. So I think I think everybody got a lot of information that they needed and the importance of this. I guess we could talk about real quickly, besides for anxiety and pain and general supplement, and is in a brief way, can you talk about this CBD you have for anti-aging?
Well, what it is I have 2 things. I have an anti-aging formula that's coming out that will do with the CBD. But right now, what we have is this is called Renew, and this is a serum that's for the face. So what it does, this stuff is just rocks and rolls. I'll tell you what's in it.
What?
This stuff is good. In this one, we have 200 milligrams of CBD for anti-aging and anti-inflammatory, in a base of squalene oil, argan oil, geranium, frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood, and vanilla. So this, what it does, it helps your circulation, it helps reduce inflammation inside of the face. It helps to tone the face. It just, the squalene and the argan oil, man, it just moisturizes the face.
And it's all natural. Those are non-chemicals.
Yeah, you just take it, it's a roll on. You just take it and you just, roll it on, get all pretty again. Yeah. I'm 90 years old. Look at me today.
That's what makes you so cute. Okay, that's the special stuff.
It could be my specialty.
All right, so you guys, we're gonna do the hypnosis part right now because we know that we've just found out how great CBD is for reducing stress, but so is hypnosis, and this combination can help you in so many ways. So we're going to do a closed eye process where you can all just relax and melt some of that stress. I'll take you to your superpowers place. So welcome everyone. I hope you enjoyed the show. Send some of those bubbles, and then in just a moment, you're going to close your eyes and you can kick back, stop multitasking so you can actually enjoy the benefits of hypnosis and let that stress melt out of your body. So let's do that now. So if you are multitasking, stop. If you're driving, stop. No driving while hypnotizing. and hopefully you will be able to hear me. So go ahead, close your eyes, everybody, and take a deep breath in and hold your breath in for as long as you comfortably can. When you let your breath out, tell yourself to relax and picture a healing sound wave flowing through you from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And we're going to do this deep breathing a couple more times. So the next breath in, take a deep breath in. Hold your breath in for as long as you comfortably can and look up above your eyebrows, connecting with your higher self and your intuition. And then lower your eyeballs, tell yourself relax, and feel a healing sound wave flowing through you from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. You can continue to deep breathe. You can resume normal breathing or both. Either way, picture a set of stairs right now that lead you down to a path to what we can call your temple of healing. Picture what your stairs are made of, or just imagine them right there. And notice the path and begin to imagine a place we can call your temple of healing. Your mind is the creative mind, so however you imagine it is right for you. Now I'm going to count backwards from 5 down to 1. Just allow each number and every step you take to double your relaxation. So when you're walking the path to your temple of healing, you feel 10 times more relaxed and 10 times more focused. So go ahead, be at the top of the stairs now. Notice what your stairs are made of and feel the warmth of the radiant sun. And imagine yourself taking a step down from 5 down to 4. Double that relaxation. And then step down to 3. See and hear and feel yourself relax and let go as you drift down and step down to 2. Just imagine doubling your relaxation as you take down that final step with the count of 1. So step down now and begin walking the path towards your temple of healing. As you walk the path, allow a lightness of being to wash over you. And allow every step you take to double your relaxation. Trust your impressions and imagine yourself now in front of a beautiful place we can call your temple of healing, a place where you can get so comfortable, so relaxed, and so at ease. There might be a sacred space, a special door for you to enter into your temple of healing. Find that now and honor all your relations as you step into your temple of healing. Trust your impressions and notice what's around you. I know mine has a big, beautiful tree. Mine is kind of open. Yours might be enclosed or outside, but there's definitely a place there for you to sit or lay or float and relax even deeper. So find that place now where you can sit and get so much more comfortable. And with the next breath in, take a deep breath in, and when you breathe out, imagine that sound wave flowing through you that we began with, taking you deeper now and deeper to a place inside you where things change, where things heal, where insight lives. So as you get more and more comfortable with every breath you breathe in and every breath you breathe out, imagine yourself melting right there into the chair or wherever it is you are right now. Just feel what it feels like to let go and drift down even deeper now and deeper. Allow every beat of your heart to relax you. And in a moment, you can take a deep breath in. And when you breathe out, imagine just letting go of that tension, like an ice cube melting on a hot summer day. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. And when you breathe out, just let all that tension melt away like an ice cube melting on a hot summer day, and allow yourself to drift down even deeper now and deeper to a place inside you where things change, where things heal, where insight lives. Now, you may have done heart breathing before, and it may be new for you. Either way, this balances your nervous systems and helps you relax even deeper. So go ahead and focus your breathing on your heart. So as you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in through your heart. And as you breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your heart, allowing every breath you breathe in and out to relax you deeper and deeper. And then imagine what it would be like to be breathing in love, unconditional love, universal love, breathing in love and out love. So love is in you and around you. Just take a moment to invite your heart to open and then see and hear and feel it opening, maybe like a rosebud opening into a magnificent red or purple rose, or like a door opening, tunnel flowing, or vortex spinning. Invite your heart to open, feel it opening so you can breathe in a wonderful feeling, an elevated mood of love or joy or appreciation. You can even take a moment to put your hands on your heart so you can feel that connection of love, unconditional love, universal love. And to amplify a wonderful feeling of love, it could be joy or gratitude. Choose a moment in your life where you felt that wonderful feeling, whether it was yesterday or many years ago, whether it was petting an animal or dancing or holding someone or being held. You're going to time travel back to that memory to relive that memory so you can feel that wonderful feeling and breathe it into your heart and breathe it into your soul, breathe it into the very essence of you. So I'll count backwards, allow each number to relax you and deepen you. When I snap my fingers, arrive in that wonderful, wonderful scene where you feel fantastic. So with a count of 3, time traveling back to that wonderful memory. 2, you're almost there. 1, be in the memory now. Go through the scene with all the details. See it, hear it, feel it, smell it. Rewind it and replay it and make it even bigger and brighter. And feel that wonderful feeling of love or joy or gratitude. And breathe that wonderful feeling into your heart and into your cells. Love. Imagine you're breathing in love and out love. Make a promise to love yourself. And as you make that promise to love yourself, breathe that loving feeling to any part of you that needs it. If it's your brain chemistry that needs it, imagine you're breathing in and out of that wonderful brain, that beautiful mind of yours. If your knee needs a little help, breathe in and out of that area, that love. Just keep focusing your breath on an area that needs it so you can relax and let go and feel these wonderful feelings being brought into that area, allowing everything to flow so you can heal in every way. Take a moment to declare what it is you want. Emotional healing, physical healing. State an intention of what you want. And then with a great feeling, imagine it's already here. Your knee feels great. You're more calm and confident. You believe in yourself. See, hear, and feel that end result with this great feeling as if it's already here. Taste it, smell it, feel it, own it. And do that a couple of times. Make that vision strong and bright. And know that you are bringing it to you. And from now on, from this moment forward, you are so much more calm, you are so much more confident, and you are so much more in control of your thoughts and feelings, actions and reactions. You can believe in yourself. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. I'll snap my fingers when I get to 5, and you'll open your eyes energized like you had an incredible power nap with your body and mind reset, helping you have an amazing day. Starting right now with the count of 1, take a big, deep energy breath in. 2, speeding up into the present, into a new mind, new body, new you. 3, coming up even more, feeling absolutely fantastic. 4, lots of confidence. Count of 5, open those eyes. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. We've got some special things we want to share with you. If you liked that, say hello. Remember to do the heart breathing. It can help you. But we've got some special offers for you and things that I want to let you know. Don, your brilliance, I love what you shared with us today, and I hope everybody did too. It's just been wonderful to hear your brilliance, and thank you for putting all your love into all your products, because I know you do that too.
I do.
Is there anything you want to share with everyone?
Pardon me?
Is there anything you want to share with everybody as we're closing up the show today?
Well, only that, for the individuals who would like to use our product, they can either get it directly from you, because I know that you carry our product. If you want to go online, you can also do that at our website, which is HempIOS.com. People want to know what iOS stands for. It stands for Internal Operating System. So that's how I came up with the name HempIOS. So it's kind of like Hypnosis, Internal Operating System. So for every order, I don't know, okay, maybe you can put a link down there. It's the coupon code. You can save $10 off of every order over $100. And all you have to do when you go to the website and when you go to checkout, put in light save, and save save $10. That's good.
Yeah.
On every order over $100. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to RANDI. If you're in her neighborhood, feel free to ask me questions. Drop me a line on, either go to my website, send me an email here on Facebook. You can send me a text message. And if you also would like to have the 8 secret principles of conscious living through self-hypnosis, that's the freebie. Send me a message that you want that, and I will send that to you. I give that to everybody. It's how I pay forward my work with hypnosis, because I don't have a lot of time to work with people individually anymore. I'm really busy doing this. So get that, and see RANDI if you live in her neck of the woods, man. Go over there and visit with her. Get her wisdom and get her CBD. Let her lead you on your path of healing.
Yes, I love working with kindred spirits like you, Don, and thank you for sharing all that. You guys, light as in LIGHD, light save. You can save $10 when you order 100 or more, and whether you do it through him or me, we honor it both ways as long as you put that in there. And Don, I'm so excited you're here, and if you guys reach out, so you said the HempIOS, and you can go to Don Spencer on Facebook, right? Is there email you want to share right now, or?
They can go to info@HempIOS.com.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, so you can do that, or if you want to go to my main website, just go to sleepnow@sleepnow.com.
So you guys, hypnosis is great for healing, and so is CBD. The truth is out, and now you know that it can really work, and we have an endocannabinoid system in our body. Endocannabinoid, did I do it? System in our body. That's why we say CBD. But yes, I love Mad Scientists, and this is great. So you guys reach out to me or to Don, get for hypnosis, for CBD, for all of your healing needs. We want to help you. And I have to share with you that next Tuesday, my show, I am going to be interviewing Larry Garrett, who's been hypnotizing people. He's world renowned for like 50 years. He's been on everything, ABC, NBC, all of that. He even hypnotized Uday Hussein. He was in Iraq on 9/11, guys. Like, this guy is amazing. It's incredible. But our conversation will, of course, go in that direction. But the show next Tuesday is, how does hypnosis break habits? How does that work? How does hypnosis break habits? So I hope to see you guys on the show at 12 o'clock next Tuesday. Don, once again, thank you so much. All of you, thank you for being part of this and sharing this love with everybody. Bye-bye, everyone.